Yeah. So, good morning, everybody. Am I audible? I think the class is full. Okay. So, how are you all today? This is not, today we are not having any session where you can learn subjects, but it's going to be an interactive session where I want you to stop me and ask any questions where you have any doubts. Okay. So, this is just to motivate you that each one of you in this class or in this auditorium can do whatever we have done or what am I going to show you about the to take my point further. I just want to reiterate that when everybody else what you are seeing in the presentation can do it, each one of you can do the same thing. Never underestimate your capability or what you have inside you is the takeaway for today. Okay, we can go to the first slide, Vijay. Yeah, let us start with a good saying. I have read this a couple of days back, so I thought this is the best way to start the session today. The saying says, knowledge decides what to say, skill decides how to say, attitude decides how much to say, and finally, wisdom decides whether to say it or not. So, all these things are very, very important in any of your personal life or professional life. We have to acquire as students the skills, attitude, knowledge. Finally, wisdom will come on its way when you acquire the top three. So, never ever stop your journey towards acquiring knowledge, acquiring skill, and acquiring attitude. Attitude encompasses knowledge and skill. Unless you have the capability or right attitude to communicate, knowledge and skill will never come. Okay, next. Yeah. So, how many of you know this lady, Indira Nui? Indira Nui. Okay, I think we have put them on mute, so I don't think. Okay, Purnachandar has raised his hand. Okay, so she is chairperson and president of PepsiCo. She's an Indian born lady, but has been very, very successful with a very big company in US. She has become the president or went to the highest rank in that company in a very short period of time. So why I have taken her example is she is also facing the same challenges as any other lady in every profession faces. What she says is we cannot have it all. Every person has to decide what they have to do at a particular point of time. So we have to keep at back of our mind that we cannot have it all. We cannot have everything at the same time. So uh, we have to give time to a particular activity. To take her background, she says biological clock and career clock, especially in a woman, it's actually not gender specific, but as women have to face it head on, she says it will always go together. Just to tell that after doing your degree or maybe your PG now, because the norms of marriage age have changed, you go and join employment, and within 2 or 3 years of your work, you are in a marriage age. Okay, and after 2 or 3 years of your marriage, you are also want to start the family or have children. So always career and personal life or personal milestone go in parallel, especially for women. So people have to make choices, good choices, to handle the pressure on both sides. They can be successful in both the areas provided what she is asking is building support system and planning meticulously will go a long way in meeting your career aspirations. You can do it provided you plan properly. Okay. One more takeaway why she has become so successful from her career, what I have observed is, I'm just going to give a small example of she joined Pepsi as a small product manager to start her career and went and became the head of the institution. It has not come just like that. She spent a lot of hard work, but one quality which is admirable in Indira is her attention to detail. When she was in her lower rank and when she was analyzing the company as a strategic analyst, what she has done is she has gone and visited small stores, just like your supermarkets now, which have come up in every town. She has gone to one supermarket in US and observed why people are selecting Pepsi products, especially Pepsi. Okay, so when she has observed, what she wanted to know was why are people actually going to Pepsi brand and not other brands. So the compelling factor is what she wants to analyze and understand. One thing what she has done was Pepsi had a major chips, our potato chips, right? Just like Lay's. They had one brand where the sales were low. So what she has observed is when people are opening the packet of chips, the size of the potato chips is too large to put inside the mouth of any individual. So that is making them not go for this variety of chips, even though the taste, color, or any of the other factors are the same. Okay. So what she has done is she went back to the company, analyzed this, and then changed the size of the potato cutting machines and made this change in the assembly line of their manufacturing unit. And then we have observed that the sales have gone out pretty good that year. So what is admirable is go to the detailing of the work what you do, understand the pain areas, address them, and then naturally the solution can be found. She is Sudha Murthy, chairperson of Infosys Foundation, has now got the Padma Shri also. So she is a lady which has given lot of inspiration to our generation. Even today, she inspires us with her dedicated work and very simple life. She was the first lady engineer to join the shop floor of telco company, especially a lady engineer at a time in 1960s where there were no engineers at all. Ladies never went to the course of engineering back then. So she was the first engineer and also the first engineer to join the telco. There is a famous anecdote how she has written a letter to JRD Tata and how he has replied. But that is your today's lecture takeaway. Go back and find out what happened between Sudha Murthy and JRD Tata. I'm not going to explain that, but I want the girls here to go back and do that homework to understand. It's a very interesting story, by the way. Okay. So whenever, even today, I am a book reader and I also read a lot of content. Whenever I am feeling low, I go and now I used to read earlier, but now I go and watch YouTube videos of Sudha Murthy. Okay. So in a recent interview, what she had said when she was called, both Narayan Murthy and Sudha Murthy were called for young entrepreneurs meet at Delhi. So she had told this in her lecture is, earlier men used to go to forest for doing meditation. Now entrepreneurs like Narayan Murthy, what she has seen is they go to office to do tapasya. That is, they go and do their work just like they do tapasya in the forest, without any deviation, single minded focus. So Narayan Murthy has put 25 to 30 years of his prime time or life in building an institution like Infosys, and his starting capital of where he started has been given by Sudhamurthy. Sudhamurthy was working when Narayan Murthy had quit his job, and he started the company called Infosys along with his 6 dedicated friends. So she was working, she was the breadwinner of the family, and he was doing what he wanted to do. So they comparative they went hand in glove with each other, and with their support and dedication only, they were able to build a giant like Infosys. So when she managed the home, he managed the company, and after he took kind of supporting role in Infosys, maybe 15 years back. Then she started actively working with Infosys Foundation, and now she is much more busier than Murthy. So they have balanced each other in their personal life. Unless you do that, it is not possible. But single focus, what they wanted to achieve was very clear when it comes to their journey. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. Everybody here in this room know this couple? Okay. I think let us take their questions when we do the Q&A. Yeah. But here is your Tollywood superstar Mahesh Babu and his wife. I don't think Namrata Shirodkar, the wife of Mahesh Babu, is not very much in limelight. She is on social media, but I don't know how many people in this room know her background. I have taken this example specifically so that you can connect with her. She is a formal Miss India. She was a okay type of successful actress in Bollywood. She did in Hindi cinema, but she quit acting after she married Mahesh Babu. She is one person who in the background is managing every activity of the superstar, including his endorsements and his various businesses. She is a very, very successful businesswoman behind the camera. Okay, so wanted to highlight this point that when you see a success on the screen, there are a lot of things working on behind. There is a classic example now of Rajamouli's wife Rama also being a very strong pillar to him. So she plays a big part in his cinematic journey also and behind. So what we are telling here is both sides of the coin, unless they are matching with each other, you will not get the result. But single focus of what you want to do is always important. Coming back to Namrata Shirodkar hails from Bombay, but she now is handling lot of CSR activities of the companies of Mahesh Babu. CSR is corporate social responsibility, which they take up. They have adopted a couple of villages in Andhra, and they do all the community and social service in that area. I have, when I read about her, what I have understood is they are doing lot of social service in the area of medicines also. 2,000 or 3,000 open heart surgeries to small children were done free of cost by this couple maybe 5 or 6 years back. Yeah, so the intention to give back to the society is very important in any profession, and they are doing a good job here. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah, one more popular personality is Priyanka Chopra. Priyanka Chopra also is former Miss India and Miss World. She is a very good actress. And why I got this lady onto today's discussion is I wanted to emphasize that once you are successful in your career, don't be in the comfort zone. She has proved that she need not be in the comfort zone of Bollywood actress. She went into an alien area of Hollywood. She went there and started fresh as a musician. She is not trained musician, but she went there not to try out acting alone, but she wanted to learn and also be a musician in Hollywood. She is successful to some way, finally come into the cinema or drama area in Hollywood also, now successful there, married a person. Here breaking barriers also beyond boundaries is what is one thing what we have to understand. Married a much younger person than her age. We generally are of the assumption that yes, when you become famous, everything is okay. But that's not the case. All of them have come from the background of you and me. They have come from middle class background only. And when they have come to some stage, they have not cared for the people for their decision making. So because they knew what they wanted to know, what they wanted to do. So that's the important takeaway. People around you will always talk. Okay. So it's your focus on what you want as a person is much more important. Don't be in the comfort zone after you achieve some success in one area. Keep on reiterating that in other areas. Increase your bucket list and work towards it. Yeah, next slide. I think this is the last type we have. I have taken this lady when I was browsing through the content a couple of days back, because I found her journey very interesting. So I think Vijay, we can play the video clip, and then I will talk about her. So key thing from this lady, what I wanted to the students to get here is, she also has come from a small village in Andhra and came to Hyderabad for her living. She says that she has worked so hard in her goal that to get a government job, because she was a national level kabaddi player, that she had to only survive on a packet of bread so many times. Okay, she has to start early morning at 5 o'clock. She has detailed it out very beautifully in her Josh talk. These things will really inspire everybody to take up their ambitions. So what she says is, she started at 5 o'clock and only reached home at 10 o'clock, not having much to eat also so many times, but her unwavering desire to excel has not diminished. But at the end, she was not successful in getting a government job which she has aspired as a kabaddi player. That is an important point here. Getting a goal, having a goal is equally important, but not deviating and trying something else when you fail also is equally important. Okay, so the practicality what she's talking about is, if you're not successful, don't hesitate to try something else. The spirit should not diminish is the takeaway here. Okay, she says she has been working as a journalist for more than 10-15 years, but recently only she has become successful, because I think she has started a company also. I did not go in depth with what she's doing or whether she's running a company or something like that, but she says it took 20 years for her to reach this stage what she is now, because she has come in this stage by having lot of pauses in her career. That's what she says. So what we have to say is, it's okay to have a pause. According to me, it is important to have a pause also. Like, if I have to quote my own example, when my second child was born, and even though I had a very good support system at home, we are from a traditional family, so we don't have any hiccups in saying that yes, it's a patriarchal society and women are supposed to, even though you are a professional outside, your responsibility at home does not diminish at all. You are supposed to do everything. Here I would quote Indriya Nooyi also. Once, what happened when she was announced as the president of PepsiCo, she was very elated and wanted to share this good news. And when she came home early that day, maybe at 9 o'clock, and she used to her mother used to stay with her at that time in US. So when she had come, she's just parking her car in the garage, and her mother was on the step or stairs before entering the house. She was just standing there, and Indira wanted to share the good news of that she has become the president, so that the mother will feel proud. Her mother did not even allow her to share the news. She just told Indira, said, please, there is no milk in the house, so please get some milk. Indira stopped her and said, I want to share something. All that is afterwards. Please get the milk. So Indira, as a dutiful daughter, went to the supermarket, got the milk. Okay. So when she came inside and told the same mother the good news, what she used to always say, that put your crown in the garage before you enter the footsteps of the home. In this home, you are daughter, daughter-in-law, and also the spouse of your husband. All the titles should you should keep in the garage, was what her mother used to say her. So this is on the lighter vein, okay, but the more you accept the reality, more you can plan your life, is what is my takeaway. Okay. Coming back to my experience, what I can say is, I also took lot of breaks, not lot, but yeah, two or more important breaks in my career. But one was at Corona time, and I took a break in my career. And like I said, it's okay to take a break. Finally, we are all human beings, so we understand the pressures. I was telling you that I took serious breaks for 2 years when my second child was young and my mother-in-law was not able to cope up with my professional stints. I was doing my second shift and used to come up at 10 o'clock in the night only. So, yeah, I took a break because I was not able to balance my professional and personal life at that point of time, and no regrets about it. I again joined back the mainstream after 2 years, and with lot of support system in place. So, yeah, adjustments are common. We have to do it, and it is very nice that we take a break and come back fresh. Nothing wrong in it. What I want you to reiterate to yourself here is, whatever experience or work in one area, it will help you build your confidence, but you will not go down on your confidence when you join the next area or when you take a break. So nothing goes, it's all there in the brain. You have to just refresh your memory before you start fresh. Okay. Yeah, so the key takeaway is what I have compiled after my, I think, half an hour talk is, choose your career wisely. This is first step which you have to do, because you will not be given more chances unless you are extremely not able to cope up in one stream of career. You generally build your careers as per the experience what you have gained over. starting a fresh, completely new, just like Priyanka Chopra did, is not always available to every person. So therefore, the first one which you have to uh, think and then choose is your career. You can make mistakes, it's okay. That's what I have learned from my stint. Yes, if you are having professional pressure, it's okay to take break and again start. So mistakes are common, we all make mistakes, it is okay. Don't be very hard to yourself, but don't allow your focus to diminish. Okay. The third one is it's okay to take your breaks. Your experience is going to be with you for your forever. You have to just brush the content and then go further. The problem what women always feel are they are very underconfident about themselves. Okay. The confidence factor matters when you are on a break also. Give yourself the maybe the current generation is not having this confidence factor. They're more confident, they're more capable than the people like us. But yes, when you are on a break, don't allow your confidence levels to go down. Use the break to refresh yourselves completely and then go for the next thing. Yeah. And the last one is be a learning student forever. Never allow the childlike curiosity or enthusiasm in you to come down towards anything what you have set yourself. So you have to be a perpetual student. We can go back to the first slide and then say that once your learning is not diminished, then your wisdom to attain childlike curiosity will encourage you to get the knowledge, skill, and attitude, and also then leave the wisdom for the God to give it to you. Yeah. So I think that's what is the nutshell of today's meeting. Hope you have got some uh, good points out of it.